Hello and welcome. This is Donna from Fan Page Competitions, and today we are doing a webinar on how to make Facebook contests work for you. Now, the interesting thing, I'm going to be honest here, this is the third time that I have recorded this. I've run two webinars, and both times the sound that's come out from the recording has been absolutely dismal. So I'm recording this today on Camtasia. So I apologize if I go a little fast. I will try and remember some of the questions that people pose to me so I can include those in here. But of course, you are always welcome to come over to facebook.com/fanpage competitions and post on our wall and ask any questions you have in relation to running your Facebook competitions, contests, and promotions. Now, just as a little disclaimer here, in terms of my reference, if I'm talking about contests or I'm talking about competitions, they are one and the same that I'm referring to today. In Australia and the UK, we call them competitions. In the US, you call them contests. So today I'll be referring to it as one or the other. Sometimes I talk about them as contests, sometimes competitions, just because so many people, need to sort of get their head around which is which. So let's get kick-started here. How to make Facebook contests work for you. So in relation to your Facebook contest, there's a couple of things that you really need to decide before you get kick-started. Why are you doing this? Why are you going to run a contest? And what's your goals? And ultimately, of course, it is to bring in new business, but why are you doing this? Is this to get seen out there in the marketplace? Is this to grow your likers? Why are you doing this? For me personally, every competition that I run is to bring business into my business. It's to bring new people and new customers, new potential customers, etc. And that way then you are making your social media work for you. So how to make sure that your contest meets the promotional guidelines. That is very, very simple. You need to go over and start to look at those promotional guidelines and get used to them. I hear so many people say, oh, no, I just want to run a quick one. I'll just run it on my wall. The fact of the matter is if you run your competition on your wall, you will get your page shut down. Facebook do shut down pages. Lots of people think it doesn't happen. It's just that you don't hear about it all that often. However, they do shut pages down. I spoke to a page only last week. They had run a competition on their wall. Facebook wrote to them and said, listen, that is against our terms of service or the promotional guidelines. This is what you need to be doing. You need to be using a third-party app. If you don't, you're going to lose your page. Now, what that means is if you lose your page, that the URL, which is facebook.com/ the name of your page, you're going to lose that. Now, if you've invested in your Facebook or your social media marketing and all your information you put out there has that particular URL and all of a sudden it's now being deleted, that would not be fun. It's going to cost you a hell of a lot of money. A lot of people say, oh, well, I'll just redo my page. For me personally, why would you do it? For a small investment, you use a third-party app, you make sure that you meet those promotional guidelines, and your business is going to continue to grow, and you are going to bring in new customers, and contests are going to be a fantastic strategy that you will start running and using on a regular basis for your Facebook promotions. So we're going to pop on over here and have a look at the promotional guidelines. So a couple of things. Up the top here, it says if you use Facebook to communicate about or administer a promotion, such as a contest or a sweepstakes, you're responsible for the lawful operations of that promotion, including the rules, the terms, etc., etc. You need to go through and read that and understand it. In terms of this as well, you need to make sure that you administer your competition on an app or a Canvas page. And basically the easiest way to do that is to go through and get yourself a contest app. There are many of them out there, and in fact I will show you at the end of this call today our contest app that comes as part of our package training that you can use for 12 months. The contest apps just make life so much easier. And of course down here in number 2, promotions on Facebook must include a release, an acknowledgement that the promotion is no way sponsored, endorsed or administered by Facebook, and this disclosure. Now, most contest apps all have that already included. So that is the great thing about them. You're not going to accidentally not do something because the apps usually have all these features contained in there. This next one here, yes, you can have people like your Facebook page before entering. A lot of people get confused about this one because they think it means that you can't have a person. It says here that you can have a person like a page or check in or connect to your app. However, you can't condition them to like a wall post or like images or things like that as a way of entering or voting, etc., for your competition. So there are a few things there. They're probably the main ones that really, really stand out. And in addition here, this very last one, so many people break this rule all the time. You must not notify winners through Facebook messages, chat, or by posting on the wall. Now, there is ways around that, of course. By using an app, you're collecting their name and email, and you just drop them an email and say, hey, Donna, I just wanted to let you know that you are our winner. We are so excited. And of course, you encourage them to come back and shout out to the top of the world that they have won your competition. So check out these guidelines, read them, start to get to know them. Of course, if you're confused about them or you need help, in our course we do talk about them a lot. We do break them down into layman's terms, but you are welcome all the time to pop on over here to our Facebook page, drop us a message here on the wall, and let me know what you're confused about, and I'd be happy to try and help you. You know, for me personally, it took quite a long time to get my head around those rules. They did change them, but they are so much easier now than they used to be. And when I say when they used to be, what happened before was that Facebook actually used to have the rules in such a fashion that you had to go back to Facebook and have Facebook approve your contest before you launched it. Now, one of the biggest problems I see out there at the moment is that when you do a search on Google for Facebook contests, so many people have got old information on their blogs. The information is out of date and it's not the correct things to be doing. So make sure that you do run your contest and that it's compliant with Facebook's promotional guidelines. So how to make a Facebook contest work for you. So you need to decide on the style of the contest. And we've got here sweepstakes and we've got voting. And you can see here that was one that was run over here on the left-hand side on Kat's page for autism awareness. And for a sweepstakes, they are very, very, very simple to run. You simply have people enter their name and email, whereas this one over on the right, which was run by Mari Smith, I believe she had around about 250 people enter. What happens there is that people enter and then they've got to get people to vote for them, and the person with the most amount of votes becomes then the winner. So two totally different styles of contests. Running a voting competition on your page or contest on your page is very, very hard to make it a success if you've only got a low number of people. My recommendation would be to start with a sweepstakes and get used to running sweepstakes, get used to running them on your page, and then as your page grows and you've got a lot more people and a lot more engagement, then look at doing a voting type of competition. So the next step you need to decide in your competition is the prize. And really this prize is so relevant to the success of your competition. If you give away an iPad, you're going to have hundreds and hundreds of people come along and enter because they want to win that iPad. And that's just the same as well if you give away a gift voucher. And the types of gift vouchers I'm talking about is if you give away a cash style of gift voucher to say something like Amazon or a particular store or Easy Buys or stuff like that. A friend of mine ran a competition on their page. They gave away a $250 gift voucher. They had 1,500 people enter. Now, most of those people were purely entering to win that prize, had nothing to do with the business. So if you're just looking for social proof and getting your numbers up, by all means go for those type of gifts because you will get the number count go up, your social proof will increase. However, the people who enter to win your prize aren't necessarily interested in your business. So for me personally, my aim with contests is to have people entering them who are interested in my business, because at the end of my competition I am going to write out to them and make an offer, and that is how you make your contest work for you. Do not give away something without getting something in return. If you run it on the wall, there is no way that you can collect details of people and go back to them and make an offer. Just as a matter of interest, Facebook don't want you running them on the wall because they don't want to be liable for your competitions. When people, for instance, run them on the wall, they're actually using the Facebook mechanisms, which of course is against the promotional guidelines. And if somebody is disgruntled and they want to take action, then they're going to take action from you and, of course, Facebook. And that is what Facebook are trying to avoid. So hence why they encourage you to use apps. So in terms of going through here and setting up the price, be very be smart. Be smart when it comes to what are you going to offer as your prize. I like to encourage everybody to give prizes that are relevant to their business and that will encourage people to come back and use that prize in your business, or be part of what you're doing with your business. So once you've gone through and you've decided on the type of contest and you've decided on the prize, the next thing that you need to do is go through and set up your competition. Now, one of the things that I get from a lot of people is that it's all too hard. It takes forever to set up a contest app. And for me personally, I would say it takes under 10 minutes. And so just to prove that you can do it under 10 minutes, we're going to pop on over and we're actually going to set up a competition. Now, I haven't prepared anything in advance. I am just going to simply use Fan Page Competitions Contest app and show you how quick and easy it is to go through and set up a sweepstakes. So we're just going to exit out of here, pop on over, minimize that guy down, come over here. This is the members area. If you join our contest system, this is the members area where we go through and tell everybody what they've got to do and how to get connected. We want to click on the contest builder, and then there's a link over to the sweepstakes contest builder. And you'll see when we log in here, we have a sweepstakes and we also have an instant win. It is another form of sweepstakes, but it gives you the ability to allow people to go through and, every third person might win something, or every 10th person might win something. So it's just another way or a different style of contest. We also have over here our very, very unique games that you can actually go through and you can set up where you could play hangman before they enter the competition, or you can play pairs. So I'm going to go through. You can see where I did the test competition Wednesday and then another one. We're just going to go and create another one called a new sweepstakes. Very, very simple. You'll see over here we have these lines. You need to come and click on each tab and complete it. And that's how easy it is to go through and set up this competition. So we're going to give it a call. We're going to say Lucky Webinar 3. Put in the name of your Facebook page. This is very, very important to meet those rules. How many times can people enter? I don't want people to enter one time, but you can make a decision. You can have them enter as many times as you like. How many winners to draw? I'm going to say 5, but depends upon how many gifts you're giving away. If you're giving away a dozen copies of something, you would put in 12. I'm not using the gaming feature there for today, but I'm going to tick here, must be a fan to enter. That means that I'm asking it to fangate, i.e. when somebody comes to my page, they must click the like button. And this image here says like us to enter. And once the people click on the like, it will then reveal the competition underneath. So we're done with this page. And by the way, let me scroll this over here. It's 3:49 because I want to show you we can do this in under 10 minutes. And we're just simply going to go update. The next thing is I need to set my time for my competition. When is it going to start? When's it going to finish? And in terms of this, it simply means that you can get all this set up in advance and be ready to have your competition launch and not even be there. Okay, so I'm just going to change this time for 3:48, so that should be now. I'm going to leave that. Time zone is GMT. I want to change that to Australia. Brisbane time. These things always drive me crazy. You think I'd know how to do this off by heart. And it says display local time. I'm going to say no, but you can display time on there. It comes defaulted with a thank you image, but you can create your own and also a thank you link. We're just going to leave that and go update. Now comes the hard stuff, the contest builder. Da 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 da. In terms of this contest builder that we have got here, it is very, very simple to use. It is a drag and drop style system. And what I mean by drag and drop, you can come over to any one of these guys here, just click and drop, and that is how easy it is to add it to your page. Once you've done that, if you need to add information in, such as this image one here, you'll see here the properties section comes up, and then you can follow what's on the screen. Now that is an image, and what I'm going to do with this image, I'm going to bring this guy up the top. Actually, I won't bring him up yet. I'll just come down here and I'll go to my library. Now local means your local PC, but I'm going to click on backgrounds, and I'm going to put this silvery color that's hidden up here. Actually, we'll go over this one, it's a bit wild. Go select, and that guy there should be that image I had. Now I'm going to just pick it up, drag it all the way down the bottom here, funky color, and I want to send it to the back. All right, because I don't want it sitting there. My little tweet guy, I'm going to move him down the bottom down here. I'm just going to pick these little guys up and move them down. Should really lasso them and move them down. Remember, I'm on a timer here. I better move faster, faster, faster. My entry form. Any of these things you can click in here. Notice that it defaults over there. You can make it bold. You could change the color if you wanted to. You could sort of make it a different color, grey color to match in here. We're going to come up here to a countdown timer. Click and drag here and put this little guy in here. Now that countdown timer, I'm just going to move this over. A bit of a stickler for lining up here. The countdown timer may not be perfect because it's got white in the background there, and we'll need to have a look at it. So something else I'm going to do, this guy here, I'm just coming back to my library. I'm going to look for another background color because I want to build on this and say select. And then I'm going to click here and add a YouTube over the top. Now with the YouTube, you do need to know the full URL to add it in here. This particular time, I haven't got one in there, but I can come back and have a look in a minute. And I'm going to say date with Donna. And I'm going to update it. So, you know, it's starting to come along here. And of course, normally you would have thought about this before you enter into here, but I am running by a clock and I want you to have a look, see how easy it is. What I want to do is simply click this preview button, and you can now have a look that there is my competition. Now a couple of things. That there I might want to change and make them align to the left. This guy here, it's not really a perfect color, so I could reconsider what I do with that one. But I don't like this white. It needs to be transparent. So I'm just going to close that window. I'm going to click in this window here, and I'm going to go transparent. And I'm going to change that and actually make my font white, I think, because I want it to stand out. Or we can make it groovy green, and it would really stand out. And of course we could change that. So any of these things, you can just pick them up. You can do all sorts of things with them. I'm just showing you very, very briefly what you can do and what's on the page. Now this guy here, I want to change the elements to be to the left. And okay, and then we update and we can preview again. You can see here we've got a YouTube sitting on there. We've changed the colors, and it's just a matter of working your way through. Obviously that looks a little bit ugly at this point, but you get my drift. If I wanted to change that, I could come through. I would probably do something like make that black. Actually, I would go and add another image here. I'd make that black, similar to this. And I might even use that background, which would be really funky. Let's have a look here. We'll go to that library. You can see I'm definitely doing this on the fly because I would have been far much more organized. I'm going to use that one, select. And what I'm going to do is just click this like this. Just pick that guy up for a minute, move it down, and move this one down. Move that like that. No, not quite perfect. So I don't want that. I'm just going to simply come over here and X. I was trying to look at where I could put, say, black and then white and build it up and layer it over it just to make it really stand out. So that's one of the things that you can do with this is just keep layering on top of it. So whilst you don't have to worry too much about whether you've built your images in the first place or not, you have got some great things already in the library that you can start to work with. And that date with Donna, I could make the background black. and I could make my text white, and that would actually look a lot better than as it currently sits. And I would bring this in and make it slightly smaller. So I think this is one of the things that I find mainly with contests is that you tend to play a lot, and it's really worthwhile having a good idea as to what you want to do before you get in here. And you don't have to necessarily be a design expert, but have a little bit of an idea what you're going to do, and make sure that you have the certain things like what are you winning, when is it going to be drawn, and giving them enough information so that when people come along, it makes it very, very easy for them to not only be enticed to enter, but actually enter your competition. So I've updated it. We'll do one quick preview. I did want to do this in 10 minutes, and I've only got 2 to go. So I would come through and I'd make that background a different color, and I'd do all sorts of things. But you can see, I'm just trying to show you how easy it is to use the elements that are already sitting in the library to build your competition and make it look different, make it stand out. So over here, we're going to click on rules. Very important that you write your rules out and your privacy policies. And with rules, you do have to write those rules. They are part of the promotional guidelines. They tell you you must put both your rules and your privacy policy in. If you don't put your rules in, you're going to get caught. And the reason I say get caught, things like you want to know, do you cover taxes? Do you cover postage? What if people don't like it? Will you give a cash incentive? All of these different styles of things. This is the stuff that you need to know when you're writing your rules. Where will you deliver it to? Is it only a competition running in Australia? Is it running worldwide? Is it only deliverable online? What if they don't collect it? So all these types of things need to go in here. So for instance, I just would come along here and I go 1, woohoo. And of course, I usually link out to a privacy policy on my website to make it very, very easy so I don't have to reinvent the wheel all the time. So I've gone through now, I've built that there, and the very last one I need to do is click over here on publish. I can change my icon image. Of course, if you're using our contest app, you'll see that all this defaults in here, but you change the image, you could add details in there. This share information is that when you have a competition, down the bottom there it says share. When people click on that and they share it back to their personal profiles, this is where the information comes. And the very last step, now I'll just show you, according to my clock over here, it's now 3:59, so it has taken me exactly 10 minutes. And what you didn't know was I actually stopped the webinar, or stopped this recording for a minute while I went over and smacked my dog for barking. She loves to bark when I get onto one of these things. So I've clicked here and I simply go publish. Now, it doesn't matter whether you're using our contest app or somebody else's contest app. The next step that will happen is this Facebook will pop up and ask you for permission to add it to your Facebook page. And of course, as I've already added this app several times, it's not going to ask me, but it will populate in a minute. Over here it's saying that please wait for Facebook. And it'll then pop up and say, okay, which page do you wish to attach it to? Now, I would just scroll through and I would click on the particular page, and then I would go publish, and that now would be displayed over on my Facebook page. So as you can see, a contest app should be very, very easy to fill in and do. You don't have to panic too much. As long as you've got your start dates, finish dates, have your images, or have it worked out in your mind what you're going to put in there. If you're going to do a video, get the video done beforehand. Don't try and be doing it at the time. Get it done beforehand. Get all your elements ready so that you can have it actually done in 10 minutes or less and ready to publish on your Facebook page. So one thing I want to show you here, I'm just going to come back to the page manager and I'm going to go edit. Once people enter into your competition, this guy over here, this tab here, would then collect the details of everybody that entered. So you now have a list of people that you can go back to and talk to them about your business. Now, this is why you do contests and how a contest will work for you and your business. So in terms of what we're doing, we're just going to pop back now to our webinar or to our whatever this thing is called here today. I'm really losing the plot. I've got to tell you, after recording this 3 times, my brain has become frizzled. Here's a couple of examples. The Social Garden, Eden, she ran a competition on her Facebook page, the first one that she'd ever run. She had around about 700 likers, I think, and in 2 weeks she got 264 new likers. 65 people signed up for the contest. And she was really, really excited because it was her first one and she was just learning and she was following through with the system that I teach in fan page competitions and just having fun with it and learning. And while she didn't make any sales at the end of it because she didn't have a product to sell, she was very, very happy with the results because of the social proof that was out there. Now, her page has continued to grow, and this has given her a lot of engagement and really spread the word out there about her business. Now, the next one here is Zany Photography. Once again, it was a fairly new page. And in 2 weeks, I actually think they got 348 likers. Unfortunately, Sharon, who is the social media manager for this page, was sick and I wasn't able to confirm, but she did have 140 people, 45 people sign up for the contest. And you can see here they were to win this photograph and a beautiful framed image, or the frame as well of that image. Now, the exciting thing for these guys was that at the end of that competition, they were able to write out to 144 new prospects, introduce them to their business, and make an offer to them to come and get their own family portrait done. Now, by doing it this way, you're able to make an irresistible offer. You must make that offer so that people, there's a time frame on it. They must basically take action now. And, they've had great, great success. Sharon has also moved on and they're running, she's actually on her 4th competition. She's a social media manager and she's running them for local businesses. For me personally, when I got into Facebook and my Facebook page for my local businesses is Simple Online Solutions, and that was what I did. I went through and I helped people with setting up their Facebook pages, and contests were the way that I showed them how to drive their customers back to Facebook. Because the exciting thing is you can reward your existing customers. Come and join our Facebook page and enter into our competition. We are giving this away. So we're thanking them for coming to our Facebook page. We're reigniting the excitement with them for being our customers. And at the end of it, we were able to go back and make an offer to them for, depending upon what it was. One of my jewelry stores gave away a beautiful man's watch for Father's Day. And then, of course, they wrote out and then said, look, Christmas is coming up. And here's what you can do. So a competition is a fantastic way for you to not only reward your existing customers, but it will bring in potentially new customers. And main thing is to have fun with it. Always be having fun with your competitions. Keep the excitement going. Talk to people about it. Don't just bang it up on your page and hope people are going to enter. It just won't work like that. There is a strategy you need to follow, and you should be posting about it on a regular basis. So for people who today came along and they're wishing to move forward with contests, but they're sort of looking like, well, what do we do and how do we do it? I did put together Fan Page Competitions contest system. So over that period of time when I said to you I was out there helping my local businesses, I realized that there wasn't a system in place to teach people. It was all hit and miss. A lot of the information that you find on the net is old, it's outdated. I found a blog post the other day where they were telling people you've got to go back to Facebook to get permission. That is no longer required. And it's a shame that a lot of these blogs out there haven't updated their information. So for a lot of people, they're still sort of grappling with, this post says you can do it on your wall. The fact is, no, you can't. So A, you need to know how to run it correctly. B, your marketing of it is absolutely crucial, from turning a competition that you only get 6 people to enter into getting hundreds of people to enter. So if you're interested in learning more, I'm not going to drag this out and go over and over with it. Just a brief summary. There is 8 modules to our training. Module 1 is Contest 101. We look at competitions out there. I run you through and show you what people are doing and help you get a good understanding of what is right, what is wrong. I then come along into Module 2 where we talk about contest ideas, different ways of offering your competitions to people. Fun ways, enticing ways. We then get into the Facebook promotional guidelines and we drill down into layman's terms and talk about each one and how they affect you and what they mean. Contest 4 is the rules and privacy policy, and as you'll know when I was talking about them whilst we were building our competition there, it's essential that you get these things right. In the course, I actually give you a list of rules. There are some standard rules that we've had worked up for us, and you can go through and then apply what is relevant to you. Always make sure when you're doing rules and privacy policies that you do go back and talk to a legal person and make sure that they meet your local laws and that you are happy with them. Module 5, how to go ahead and prepare your contest, what you need to put together for it, where you can go and get images done, where you can go and get videos done, all for a fraction of a cost anywhere else. And, some of them are fantastic and fun. How to manage your contest, how to create buzz around your contest, get people talking about it. It's absolutely critical that even though you get it up on your page, that you have people talking about it, you're talking about it, people are having fun. And the very last one is what to do once your contest is over. You can't go and post on your wall, hey, congratulations, Donna, you've won. That is against terms of service. So we go through and teach you about writing out to the people, what to say, how to encourage them to come back and post on your wall, what to do with the other people, what to do with your prospect list, how to export them out of the contest app and into your own mailer like MailChimp, etc., so that you can keep in contact with them. So all of those things are there. It's designed to help you step by step to get your contest up and running. We have 6 bonuses here. I'm just going to run through them quickly. Quick start guide. Say, Donna, I'm a little bit too busy to do all these videos. Fantastic. There's a quick start guide to help you, a daily posting guide to show you exactly what you should post every day, monitoring guide where you should be writing down what you're doing every day, the growth of your competition, so you can compare this from one to the next and know what works and what doesn't work. There's videos to show you how to run ads, and I have this ad picker that I think's got 90 images and 90 contests there that can help you with writing your ads. An image guide, what sizes you need to put up there, and of course we do have our fantastic private Facebook group, and everybody who joins our contest system goes into that group, and we're there to support. Both myself and my app developer and my team are over there, and they're happy to answer your questions. We'd like to say that we cover the globe 24/7, but sometimes we do sleep, and but usually only takes about a couple of hours for us to get back for any support questions, because I know for most people when you're running a competition you want an answer now. So lastly, the last bonus, of course, and this is the biggest bonus, is our contest builder app. I designed this not because I didn't like what was out there in the marketplace, but I knew with my training it was really hard for me to say, go to this one or go to that one and be trying to support and tell people things. So the little contest app started as this tiny little project and has grown into a monster in that, we have the sweepstakes and we have an instant win and we have the gaming feature, and we've got 2 more that are coming out shortly. Just in terms of the contest app, what I'd like to say is that, a contest app ranges from $20 to $200 a month. Friends of mine launched one the other day on another company. It cost them $56 for the month. And if you work that out by a year, 56 times 12, that would cost them just $672 if they were to run a competition every single month. And you can see here, we're actually giving you the use of our contest app for an entire year. So if you want to get on board and learn more, fanpagecompetitions.com, drop on over there. It is $297, so that is all the modules of training plus the use of that contest app. And as I said, the other that we were just talking about a few minutes ago, to use that for a year is $672. To get our training and the use of our app is only $297, so it's excellent value. Look, I thank you so much, and I'm really not trying to chew your ear off here. I love my product, I believe in my product, and I know that this is a system that's going to take you from launching a competition and having mediocre success to launching it and having a huge success and making it work for your business and having your business grow. Please drop on over to our Facebook page, leave a message on the wall, ask any questions you like, happy to help you out. So drop on over here to our website. You can see down the bottom here, woohoo! It is $147 today, $150 in 7 days' time. You will get access immediately to the contest app. And, it's been set up this way so that ClickBank and I were having a few words about it. and this is how they agreed to let me offer it to you this way. I believe in this. There is a money back guarantee. Of course, if you have any questions, you're welcome to drop on over our wall or send me a message. Happy to help you out. I hope you enjoyed this today. You learned more about contests and you know why they're going to work for your business. And please share with us. The minute you get your competition up, share it on our wall here. I'd love to hear about it. This is Donna from Fan Page Competitions, and I look forward to seeing you soon in Facebook.